Hi everyone. So last week I had said that I was going to be doing something with these florets that I would let you know with this week's blog. I'm going to go through making one real quick, and then I have a little surprise for you. But let's start with this. This is just a simple piece of lace. This one is really simple. There's no edge on it or anything. This one is a little over a foot. Each piece of lace that you use will be different, and you just have to experiment with the ones that you use to decide which length you need. Where if I used a smaller piece of lace like this, that I just get as hem tape that comes in tons of colors, and it comes in different widths, and other ribbon that you can use is this. Turns out to make really pretty flowers. And I've even used this type of ribbon that has wire in the edge, and for the edge that you decide to sew, you just make your cut down here, and you can just pull that little bit of wire right out once you make your cut. Now, this would be more appropriate for something like a Christmas ornament, or something that you might put on perhaps a hat. Maybe not this bright, I don't know, depends on the hat you're making. I can see these sorts of things being used in something like steampunk accessories, to decorate corsets or bodices or hats or hairbands. Just add some gears and chains and feathers, and that could be really pretty on some of the new steampunk outfits. Or the Dia de los Muertos headpieces around the face with the big flower type arrangements. Also, like you saw in my scrapbook layout from last week, I used it on my page, and I've also made Christmas ornaments and hair ornaments from them. I had friends over and we did some Christmas ornaments last year, and one of them left this behind. This one didn't work out very well. They had a gluing accident. But you can take this sort of element that perhaps have attach some wire, or have your leftover flowers that you might have used and put through the center, and you have that wire left over, and you can just hook that onto one of these hair clips. Just wrap it around one end or glue it on, or if you haven't used the wire, hot glue just works great for everything. Anyway, I'm going to get started on showing you how I do this really quickly. I thought it was simple, but I've sewn for a long time, and when I had people over to do these, we made ornaments last year, and I'll include pictures of those in the blog. I had to give running stitch lessons. So you can't see very well, but I've already sewn down this one side, and I used to start with it open and just gather along the whole edge. Then I found it was kind of awkward when they got to when I had to sew the ends closed, and I've seen people glue it. I found that it's just easier for me to start to start at the beginning with sewing the edge closed, so it's nice and straight when I get to the other end. And then I start out just an eighth of an inch away from the edge of the lace, and start doing my running stitch, which is just weaving in and out. And hopefully your thread won't be as knotted as mine is. In and out like that. And while I do this, I'm going to tell you that my surprise for next week, or actually I'm going to do this on December 1st, so you have a little bit of time. I'm going to have a little contest. I want to just have some fun with this, and the rules are that you and a friend both view this post. So if you're viewing it, just copy the URL and email it to your friend. And after both of you view the post, each of you leave a comment, and in the comment line, tell me the name of your friend or friends, and give me a name that I'll recognize when they write, because they're going to do the same thing. They're going to view the post and leave a comment with your name. And after each of you make your comment, I will cross-reference the posts, and when I find two friends who have mentioned each other, however many there are of you, I will put the pair of your names in a hat with whoever else manages to get a friend to watch this and do the comment thing. And I'll do a drawing. And I will pull the names of two friends, and I will send each of you 5 to 10 of these. I've made a lot of them. Some of them I've decorated, and some of them I haven't. So you could decorate them on your own. But the point is, if I have recognizable names that I can contact you with, here we are back at the end. I will contact the two of you and get your mailing addresses, and I will ship a bunch of these to you. So now the stitching is all the way around, and I'm just going to pull it tight and gather it. And usually it goes a lot easier than this. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so there I've made a floret, and I want to make it pretty tight in the center, but I don't want to break my thread, so I'm just pushing the gathering around a little bit, and I'm going to pull it tight again. And then I'm going to grab up a little bit of the gathering. I should have done this with a different color thread, so that you could see and so that I could see. And then I'm going to do a quilter's knot. Oh my goodness. And I've screwed up, but not to worry. It's stuck, so that's good. So I'll just do a knot this way.